Hi, this is Mark Frechette from Georgetown County School District, and this is going to be video number 2 in our series of create your own choose your own adventure story using Google Slides, Loom, and Google Drawing with stop motion animation. And actually the purpose of this video is to show you how to create the stop motion animation videos using Google Slides. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to create a new slide. Again, this would be after we have completed our graphic organizer and written our scripts. And if we look back on this, each one of these boxes in our graphic organizer would be a stop motion animation video that we would create. So again, I'm just going to come back here and I'm going to use Google Slides this time. So I'm going to click on Google Slides. The first step is probably the most important for this. I'm going to come back up here to File, and I'm going to come down to Page Setup. I'm going to click on Page Setup, and I'm going to change this from widescreen to standard 4.3, and I'm going to hit Apply. However, today this is really simple, and I'm going to show you you're going to use essentially two different tools inside Slides. The first one is we're going to come right up here to Image, and we're going to go ahead and click on Image, and we're going to come right down here to Camera because I have everything I need, all the materials, and including the props that I'm going to use for my video. So when I hit Camera, you're going to see not only me, but you're also going to see my childhood hero and also the GOAT, Walter Sweetness Payton, 16,726 career rushing yards, way better than Emmitt Smith ever was. And so with that, what we're going to do is we're going to make a little video of what Walter did best, and that's run across your screen. So with that, I'm going to set up, again, I'm going to take as many pictures as I can and try to include shot for shot of him going across the screen, and then you'll see how we create the stop motion animation. So with that, I'm going to try to get out of the way, and I'm just going to, first picture, take a picture of Walter barely in the picture. And I'm going to take that picture, and then I'm going to come right down here to Insert, and you'll see that photo appears right here. The next thing I'm going to do is I need to create my next slide. So I'm going to hit plus, and I'm going to repeat this process, except I'm going to move him just a little bit. So I'm going to come back up to Image. I'm going to go to Camera, and now this time Walter's going to be a little further in the screen. So he was here last time. I'm going to move him in here, and I'm going to take this picture. And again, I'll hit Insert, and now he's in here. So I'm going to continue doing this. I'm going to add another slide, and I'm going to go back up and do the same thing and take a bunch of shots until you see Walter kind of running all the way across the screen. So I'll go ahead and set that up, and then we'll come back and work on part 2 of this. And so I've now taken all the pictures in the background of Walter Payton running across. And so I'm going to show you how now we can go ahead and get these images to appear full screen. So there's really 2 ways to do it. The first way is to go ahead and click on the picture, and you'll notice that you get these different boxes to appear all over. I'd always suggest grabbing a corner just to try to keep it proportional. And so if I grab this corner, you'll notice that my cursor goes ahead and changes from 4 to 2 arrows in diagonal, and I can just stretch this and pull this all the way up until it fits just like that. There's one way to do it. Another way to do it is I can come down here to slide 2, and I can click on the picture and come up to format options. So I can, with format options, what I can do is I can come up here, and the width you'll see is 10. So I'm going to come right up here, and how I determine that is you can see right up on the top, you see these numbers. I can anticipate that this is going to go to 10. So I'm going to type in 10, and then you'll look for height, and I'll do the same thing over here. The height on this is going to be 7.5. So I'm just going to go ahead and type in 7.5. Oops. And then I'm going to scroll down, and it'll give me my X and Y coordinates. So I'm just going to type 0 and 0, and you'll notice that it'll put it there. So again, you can kind of choose your method, whether you want to click come down and grab the, move this to a corner and then grab the corner and resize, whatever, or you can come back here and you can go to, again, when you click on the picture, you can go to format options and you can also change the ratio that way. So go ahead and I'm going to set up the rest of my images so that way we can kind of move forward. So now that I've got all of my images and you see them full size, basically you'll see as I click on slide number 1, as I click down through these, you can see, oops, you can see that it looks like Walter runs across the screen, and I can make him moonwalk back. But again, as I click these buttons, he'll move a little faster. And just a tip for this, each picture, the least amount or the less amount, I guess, you go ahead and move your props, the more realistic that movement's going to be. But again, you can see from start to finish. So start, he's barely on the screen, and to finish, you see the back of his jersey, which is what 110% of all NFL defensive players at the time that his career was saw of Walter Payton at the end of every single run. So with that, now I'm going to go ahead and take this and we're going to create this as a video. So this is pretty simple to do, and that's going to be video number 3. We're going to take our completed photo story right here, or I guess Google slide of all of our photos. And now I'm just going to go ahead and use my script and use one more extension called Loom. So that's going to be in video 3. I'm going to show you that process. Good luck creating each scene in your stop motion animations.